Hi, it's John with Elements Realty Group, and you are looking at a sample escrow agreement from Armor Secure. This is going to be very similar to yours, except this is sample information only. Let's quickly go through this and explain to you what everything is. Number one is the place and date of the escrow agreement. Typically, that's going to be where the house is located. Number two is the seller information. Number three, buyer information. Number four is the legal description of the property as it appears on the offer. Number five is very important. Now, you're going to see at the end of this document, there's an additional page that has all of this information. That's going to be what you bring to your bank. But I do want to explain this information to you. Now, the bank that you are sending it to, you're sending US dollars to a US account. That's very important for your bank to understand, so please explain that to them. Some of them, when they see Mexico in here, they're thinking, you're going to want to send pesos, and they'll charge you to send those pesos. Well, what's going to happen is it's not a peso account. It gets bounced back. The bank charges you to buy the pesos, and they charge you when it comes back. So please explain to the bank US dollars to a US account. So the next part of this is this account information right here. This is your personal Armor Secure escrow account number. This is a sample document. Your number is going to be different than this one. But what you're going to say to your bank is in the comments or notes section to put a reference of this number right over here. That is for Armor Secure. When they receive the deposit, they'll know whose account to credit that to. Number six is the deposit amount. In this scenario, it's $300,000 that's going to go through the escrow account. If we're just sending the deposit right now, it's going to be 10% typically of that, whatever you're going to be sending. So in this account, it would be $30,000 that they're wiring US dollars to this US account, referencing this account information, plus the $750 US dollars that is going to be for the fee, the escrow fee. So in this case, it would be $30,750 they would be sending. And this $750 is what escrow fee is for Armor Secure as of this date in 2018. The expiration date is not the date that the agreement expires, the sale agreement. This is the date when the escrow agreement expires. And typically there's going to be additional time in there in case any funds have to be withheld for whatever reason. It's very, very rare that we have to withhold any funds. Everything just gets wired, typically very normally. But in the event that it is, the escrow account is not closed until this date. The number 9 is the agent's email addresses. What happens is once they receive any information regarding the account, they send it to their client. So we send it to you. Page number 2 is signatures. Now, for both, if there's one of you or two of you, if there's one, just take this whole signature line. If there's two, maybe one here and one right beside. I'm trying not to get too close to the margin because the other one could just go right on top as well. The rest of this escrow agreement is all boilerplate, and that just means that it doesn't matter whose account it is. It's always the same information, just the legal ease for the account. Now, on the last page is that information you're going to bring to the bank. And once again, you're going to be sending it to the US dollars to a US account, referencing this number in the notes or comments or even reference line. And then the other thing that you're going to do is just initial the bottom of every single page, except for that signature page right here, which you have signed, but also initial it. And if there's two of you, one initials here, the other one initials right here. If there's four of you, just kind of all clustered it together on the left-hand side of the page. The seller will do the same on the right-hand side of the page. Well, there you go. If you have any questions about your escrow, just email your agent. Otherwise, please initial, sign, scan, and email it back to us. And we'll talk to you soon. Thanks for that.